Hello, everyone. Welcome to Local Sports Wrap Up. I'm your host, Marty Chinesky, along with my good buddy, Ken Brown. And we are your hosts. Today is Tuesday because of President's Day. Today is Tuesday the 20th
All right.
of February. Man, oh man, it's going to be spring before you know it.
Yeah. The good news is we got 9 days left in February, which is unusual for every 4 years, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have my wife's cousin's kids in Florida intentionally had the C-section on the 29th about 16 years ago, just so the kid could be special.
That's right.
Because that's everybody's kid is special.
Yeah, that's right. But they're going to celebrate March 1st the rest of their lives,
Exactly.
every 4 years, right?
Yeah, or else, right now he's only 4. I mean, it depends how you add it up.
That's
How many
right.
birthdays you had? 4?
That's it. Yeah, it's a tough day.
Driver's license says he's 16, but he's only had 4 birthdays. He's kind of getting gypped.
Yeah.
5 technically, though, because your birthday, and then you'd have 5 technically.
I agree, I think. Yes, I agree. So how was the week?
Week was good. We did a little bit of practicing. We finished 9-8 on our last position round. We let Carlson beat us 15.5 to 14.5. No, 16.5 to 15.5. Yeah, that one hurt. Especially after going up 10-0 in the Bakers. But, so we had a good day of practice on Thursday, and then tomorrow and Thursday we practice at Score Lanes, and then regionals will kick off team at 9 o'clock in the morning at Score Lanes. Get your tickets. You got to get them electronically through the MHSAA site. Can't pay at the door, so parents, pay attention. Then Saturday will be singles. Girls get to bowl at noon. It's a sleep-in day. And then the boys got to kick it off early. Then next year we bowl early.
Okay.
They bowl late. And hopefully I can get a couple in the top 7. They changed the rules in bowling. Added 2 regions. So instead of 10 making it now, only 7 are making it out of the 8 regions.
Okay.
So that's going to be tough.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough.
So regionals are this Friday. They win Saturday.
Regionals are team.
Okay.
Then singles are Saturday.
Okay.
We need top 2. We got to be top 2 in team. 8 Baker games, 2 team games. We could do it. I mean, I don't know. We'll see how we practice the next 2 days. Coach's got to coach them up.
That's right.
It's my job.
It's that time.
That's my job.
What
Start my timer.
are you doing is there kids in every level? Is there do you got kids all throughout the regional process? How many are you looking at getting? You got to get 2, or you said?
Well, 6 are going to bowl.
Okay.
You're allowed 6 on each team to bowl. There's about 13 teams being represented. But a lot of them don't have girls' teams like UD Mercy.
Sure.
They don't have a girls' team. And then, like I like to say, even on my team included, I think I have 3 girls that definitely could get in if they bowl good. I average about 170 for 6 games. But, when you look at, let's say, 100 girls, in all reality, 35, you only got to, you got to beat about 35. You got about 3 on each team, maybe 2 on some teams, and that are just going to be kind of in the mix. And those are who you got to beat. You're gonna beat the other ones, okay?
Gotcha.
And it's unfortunate to say, but those are the facts. The girls that don't average much aren't going to turn it on and bowl 6 170 games. They might steal 1.
Yeah.
But they're not going to. It's just not going to happen overnight. And that's the thing about bowling and my freshmen is that they want to be good and keep working. Keep working. It's like anything, like shooting free throws. You might make 1 out of 10 when you start, and then you better be making 9.5 out of 10.
Real quick.
Yeah.
What about Jerry's team? How they looking?
Jerry's team, congratulations to the boys. They won the Downriver League.
Nice.
And they put a thumping on Taylor. And there was even a contest. They won both Baker games. And then in the first team game, they beat them by 180 pins or something like that. Match was over before the second game. And Yeah, they bowled great. So Jerry's 2 years running now league champ, and for Wyandotte 3 years running.
Okay.
So it's he's got a well-oiled machine there, and he's probably got 4 kids that could be in the mix, which would be great if it was 10 kids. I think with it being 7, you'd be lucky to sneak 2 in there. But there's a chance. I mean, Brooklyn Forester at our last tournament was 6th overall, and all them schools were there.
Okay.
So the boys, another story. They're strong. They're solid, and so is UAD Mercy. Okay, but you don't have to finish first. You don't have to finish first. Top 2 teams get in.
Okay.
So just bowl.
Yeah.
Problem he has with his team, and I tried to get him here today, is they like the scoreboard watch. They got 7 boys there, only 5 bowling, so one takes off and looks at the standings and comes back and starts talking. And he's like, that stuff ain't going down this year. That's what cost them last year getting in. They were worried about this team and that team. And you know what? Worry about you. We'll add it up when it's all over.
Sure.
Just keep filling frames.
That's it.
Just hit the head pin, make the spare. And if you get a strike, move on. So that's the secret to bowling, man. Hit the pin in the front. You hit the pin in the back, you're not getting the pin in the front.
I got you.
So let's simplify it on Friday and just hit the pin in the front, and on Saturday in singles. Singles is a different beast because there's only 5 people on a pair. And you can get into a really good rhythm, because you're up every 2 minutes.
Gotcha.
Where in team bowling, you're probably up every 5 minutes. By the time everybody bowls, and it might even be longer than that sometimes. But with 3 people, in one lane and 2 on the other, it can be a track meet, and if you can get in a rhythm, you can bowl your 10 frames and then you wait to move, and you just get in that rhythm and you get the ball and go, and you can score. And then again, though, when it's going bad.
Yeah, you getting up there quick again.
Yes,
You
yes.
just not have too much luck.
So let's talk, where we want to go. Basketball to start, because the regionals are getting close. They're getting ready to start if they haven't, our districts haven't already. A lot of pre-district games are probably going down.
Sure.
How'd our Bears do over the week that we know? I know on the girls' side, they beat Garden City 45-20 on the 13th, the last day we had a show, and then they took care of Allen Park 28-9.
Oh, they're on a roll, huh?
Yep, and they're going to play on the 20th. They're playing Edsel Ford. That's right now. In fact, I saw Tom's post. He said I'm in Edsel Ford. So where are they going next? They got Carlson on the 22nd, and right now it looks like Wyandotte is 7-5 in the league. Trenton's undefeated in the league. Woodhaven second, 12-1. Trenton's 12-0. So the Bears are sitting 4th.
Okay.
For the girls, for the Lady Bears.
Yeah, for the Lady Bears.
The boy Bears?
Hold on, let's just finish out downriver for girls.
Okay.
All right, and we got on the 12th, Allen Park played Trenton. I don't have a score for that. But Edsel Ford lost to Ida 60-28. And then Allen Park beat up on Annapolis 28-11. You mentioned Wyandotte beating Garden City 45. You said 20. That looks generous on the paper I have. River Rouge beat up on Lincoln Park 49-24. And then you got Crestwood 54, Southgate 22. Looks like it was a week full of beatings.
Yeah, but it also looks like a week full of non-league games. Or that day was all non-league. Everybody's playing somebody outside the league. And our Lady Bears being 7-5 in the league are 10-7 overall.
Yeah.
So they're doing okay.
No, you're right, 100%. And then on last Thursday, Southgate played Cabrini. Carlson beat Woodhaven in girls 52-37. What was Carlson's record going in the girls going into that game? 52-30.
They're 9-4.
Okay, they're 9-4. They got a good team. Taylor beat Lincoln Park 42-21. And then you mentioned again, Wyandotte beat Allen Park 28-9. That seems like a low score for Allen Park Jags.
Yeah, they're not the monsters they used to be. I don't know what the problem is. They got a new AD. I know that.
Okay.
So do we, though.
Yeah.
Boys' side, interesting little tidbit was that Carlson, the team of
3-7.
3-7 Carlson, went into Woodhaven
Who were 10-3.
and thumped them.
Thumped them good.
Not good, but 49-45.
That's a good game.
That's the news of the week.
Yeah.
Carlson taking care of Woodhaven, and I guess Woodhaven's got an upcoming game. Going to play a tough team, but our boys Bears are struggling a bit.
4-10
Yeah,
overall
in league.
in league.
Yeah, I don't have a score for. Oh, they lost to Allen Park 54-53 on the 15th last Wednesday.
Yeah. It seems like the boys have gotten a little rhythm, though. I mean, yeah, they're 4-10 in the league, but they're playing really close games. They lost to Allen Park 54-53, and then they also they beat up on Garden City 66-24. So the boys had a decent week, and then they added, I guess it was a bonus game last week where they beat Crestwood 51-40. So they went 2-1 on the week, and the only loss they lost by 1 point.
That's good.
So I'm sure they'll take that. Does it tell you if they're 4-10 in the league? Does it tell you what they are outside of the league? Are they 7-10?
I don't have that
Okay.
stat.
No, that's fair. But Edsel Ford is at the top of the conference at 11-4. Woodhaven's 10-3. Lincoln Park's still 10-4. They're shining. And then you got Southgate 6-6, Trenton 6-6, Allen Park 6-8, and then there's a lot of middle road with Wyandotte 4-10, Taylor 4-10, and G. Carlson 3-7 with the upset for the week. Not sure if Melvindale's been in a bad gym or something, but it says they're 0-2, so they haven't gotten a lot of.
Yeah, and I
a lot
don't
of
think
games.
they're even in our division, but that's they're here. I will say this: Taylor got thumped the other day by Lincoln Park. It was a big thumping. It was 79-44. And a Taylor coach, Chris, who's a buddy of mine, he said flat out, he goes, no one was beating them that day. He said they were men. They were men playing against boys. And he wants his kids to be physical, but there's a limit to physicality.
Yeah. And 79, like if you think back to when we were in high school, now maybe the 3-point line just got there when I got there. So 79 is a lot of points for a high school game. That means they're shooting it pretty well, just like you said.
They might have hit the over in that one.
They definitely covered the number. Let's be clear.
While bowling is going to have regionals this weekend, wrestling is going to have their state finals this weekend. Their regionals were last weekend. And we had a good showing of downriver wrestlers. From what I understand, there were 11 of our downriver wrestlers that are going to be competing in the state finals.
Yeah, and that's really good. Three of those 11 kids are actually from Wyandotte.
Oh, go Bears.
Yeah, we talked about Gabe Gibbons last week, and he was 44-4. He's 48-4 now. So Gabe took 138 to the limit, so he's going to take that into the states. Stephen Androni, 215-pounder, he also will go to states. And then the big fella, Zach Allman, 285, he's going to the states.
How offensive position on the line does he play?
He's got to be a tackle.
Yeah.
If he's got good feet, I'd love
285.
Yeah, that's a big guy.
He made it there, so he must be quick.
Yeah. Now, if you think about, we talk about, like, it's impressive that there's 11 teams from downriver going, right?
11 kids, yeah.
11 kids, right? But there's 56 in total that qualify for the state wrestling.
Just like bowling.
Just like bowling. 13 of those kids come from Detroit Catholic Central.
Yeah, there's a shock.
Yeah, it's something that's close to 24%. If they had 14, it'd be 25 on the nose. So they have monopolized the wrestling tournament, as you may have seen. But hopefully Gabe Gibbons gets one of those Shamrocks. And
Yeah, I mean, how many divisions can they be? They got to have a kid from almost every weight class in there because there could be are there more than 13 weight classes?
Yeah.
It's
That's a great question. It's got to be close, but yeah, because I'm sure there's small.
And they're allowed the first, second, third, and fourth in each division weight class get to the state finals from the regionals. So it's quite possible that two of them represent and could be eventually playing each other.
Yeah.
You know, it is quite possible.
No, well, that's good news for Gabe and Steven and Zach. So go Bears. You got a chance to bring a state championship home.
I have a little tidbit about girls wrestling.
Ooh.
There is female wrestling now in the MHSAA ranks. And this girl from Southgate, Sparrow Centerio, well, she went down to Monroe Jefferson and shocked the state-ranked team. And she kicked off the regionals yesterday with a pin before the end of the first round. First period? Is it a period?
Sure.
Yeah. She plays cross country. She wrestles, track and field, excellent student. And she's going to the state finals.
Congratulations.
Yeah. And I thought I had some other couple girls. Where is it on my thing here? There was a couple from, there's three actually on Southgate's team. And they're regional champs. Sparrow Centero, Brooklyn Sage, and Layla Simmons.
Okay.
Or Simons. They're all going to be representing over at state finals too. I imagine they're at Ford Field too in the girls division.
I would hope so.
Well, if not, then they're going to have them somewhere else in the state. But that's very cool that Southgate's got some representation there. You know, I like that. And that as far as wrestling for girls, they're tough enough nowadays. I think wrestling, too bad it goes the same time as basketball, because wrestling would make you a good basketball player.
Definitely. Make you scrappy.
Yeah.
How to get around. Definitely going to keep your wind up.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. Because it really, I don't know if it helps in softball or volleyball, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's been tough.
But you got to battle in basketball, and that would make you tough.
Yeah.
Too bad it's the same season.
You know, we also, on the ice, and not hockey ice, but figure skating ice, right?
Yes, I just learned that today, that there is high school figure skating.
Man, it makes a lot of sense. We got all this good ice around here.
Yeah.
Figure skating district champs, level B, were Natalia Michaelos and Rebecca Kubiak. Now, I'm not 100% sure how this works, but figure skating second placed, level C, Adrian Dianis, Abigail Durham, and again, Rebecca Kubiak. So Kubiak won both, that's a category B, so maybe that's a certain style. If anybody knows, please just email us and just tell us. We'll love to learn about that. But one person that I know that could probably tell us real well is Rebecca Kubiak, because she won both.
Get her in here.
Yeah. So both teams qualified for the state championship, which is going to be held on March 9th and 10th.
A little bit of hockey since we're on the ice. There is a little competition called Battle of the Bridge.
Okay.
Grosville and Trenton. And Grosville took the bad end of that stick. Trenton 7-1 over the Grosville team. It was outshot 47-17. Trenton. I mean, they're just such a well-oiled machine. I mean, the other day, Trenton beat Cranbrook 3-0. Now, come on, Cranbrook's a perennial state powerhouse.
Sure.
But so is Trenton.
Yeah.
You know, they got outshot 31-28, but Trenton's goalie standing on his head.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, you know, your goalie's really good if your team in front of him's really good. They'll block shots. They'll move the puck. A lot of it, he might make the first save, and then your defenseman takes the rebound, skates away. You know, you leave that rebound sitting there, it gets buried in the back of the net. So, you know, the team does help the goalie out tremendously. Wyandotte, though, on February 10th, which is a week ago, they took care of Southgate 6-3.
Okay.
So maybe the Bears are improving. That would be the only thing. And that's about all I got on hockey.
I think that's you know how like you can look at some statistics and you think, I wonder, is that person really good? I think that goalie statistic, when you see a kid he wins the game 3-0. He only faced 17 shots.
Right.
You're like, wow, okay. But when you win the game 3-0 and you face 31 shots,
Right.
you've done your job. You've
your
earned
job.
it. Yeah, you've earned it. So hats off. I bet you if we have all-state hockey
Breakdown.
section,
Yeah.
that Trenton goalie's going to be in there. Because I can't think of a lot of weeks where we said Trenton won 3-2 or 3-.
No.
It's generally 3-0 or maybe a 1.
Right,
It's
and they
not
score a
of-
lot. They score a lot. You know, I'm looking at some of the ones we've talked about weeks ago: 5-2, 6-3, 6-1. You know, these are scores from weeks ago. Trenton is a well-oiled machine, and so they just that takes the pressure off your goalie. What we all appreciate as coaches in high school are the scholar athletes.
Definitely.
Michigan High School Athletic Association gave out 13 Class A scholarship awards.
Okay.
And there were 2 downriver honorees. One was Aya Mogini from Dearborn. You have to have at least a 3.5 in your grade point average, and you have to have a varsity letter. And she plays 3 sports: volleyball, soccer, and track.
Oh, yeah.
And then the other one is from Carlson, Ariana Pate. Ariana is a cross-country, basketball, and a track girl.
Okay.
And they both got selected by the MHSAA. Now, you, as a coach, you can turn in all your kids' names with their accomplishments, and then they get the awards.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm lacking in that respect. I didn't even check. But, you know, the other thing is the all honors, which is a little different, which I'm able to turn in all the kids on my thing with more than 3.5 that are seniors and that are like on my bowling team, and that I'll be doing that in the right after regionals.
No, it's good. It is. It's both. It's a delicate balance, but it's definitely about academics, and then sports come after that.
Your sports career could end tomorrow. You know, you blow out a knee. They can rebuild it these days a lot better than when we were kids, but it could turn.
Yeah, so you need a plan B.
Yes, brains never fail.
No, you can't. You know what I thought was cool, Coach, when you said the game of the week was going to be the Carlson upset of, I forget who they played. Woodhaven. That was the first time they beat them in 10 games.
Yeah, like 6 years, some crazy number. Yeah, I forgot about that.
That is wild.
Yes. Got a letter of intent. Andrew Fust, Gabriel Richard. He's playing football at Northwood.
Nice.
Northwood's pretty sharp school up there at Midland Dow. They got a lot of money up there at Midland Dow. Or just Midland. They named the city after the company.
No, sure, you're right. You know, I guess the other shout out really goes to Gabriel Richard High School, because they're actually the Catholic League champs in basketball.
Nice.
For boys. So congratulations to Gabriel Richard. Way to go, guys. I guess another note on that is St. Mary's Catholic Central's basketball player Brady Hines has been voted Monroe County Regional Athlete of the Week. So that's a big accomplishment.
So the 3 kids from Wyandotte, let's hear their names again, because we want to wish them the best of luck coming up this weekend at Ford Field.
It's definitely Gabe Gibbons.
Gabe Gibbons. Gabe.
138 pounds.
So he's light and fast.
That's right.
And strong.
Yeah. And then you got Steven Androni, 215 pounds.
So he's strong too.
Yeah.
But
And then we got the big fella, Zach Allman, 285.
well, I wish all 3 of them that they can come home with us. They take care of those. What was it? Detroit Central.
Catholic Central, yeah.
Yeah. Take care of those Catholic Central boys for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what do we got planned for this week? I got regionals. They got state finals. Basketball's got to be in close to pre-districts. They got a couple more days left in the league. I know that Woodhaven can win out, and I think on the girls' side, Woodhaven can win out. No, yeah, Woodhaven can win out and win. Trenton, same thing, because they're 12-0, 12-1 on the girls' side. So as long as those two, if they win out, they're going to be the league champs.
On the boys' side, Etzel Ford is 11-4, Woodhaven's 10-3, and Lincoln Park's 10-4. So it will be between those three teams.
I think I read out if Woodhaven wins out, so they must be playing Etzel Ford, because that loss to Carlson, they could have clinched at least the tie had they won that game, and yet Carlson went in there and did the old upset.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's competitive too. So we'll have something to talk about there, because I think they only have 2 or 3 games left. Get a hold of us, everyone. LocalSportsWrapUp@gmail. Let us know about your kids. I checked that email this morning, and just nobody contacting us.
Okay.
I got a lot of stuff from Caesars.
Yeah. They know.
All them boosts. They want to just give me money.
Yeah. But our roving reporter, Miss Caroline, she's out there getting a bunch of information
Yes,
from all
she
over.
is. She's doing a fantastic job. You'll see her name come up in the credits. So, as we roll, we got 2 minutes to go. Besides the weekend, I don't have any plans. I got a bowl. I'll be at bowling alleys on Friday and Saturday. Best thing about regionals, the kids get the day out of school.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, 7 of them anyway.
That's nice.
And then singles is on Saturday, so that's just a regular day.
It's supposed to be 55 tomorrow. You getting on the links?
No, not yet. I'm still bowling. I
Okay.
can't do both the same day. I'm too old.
I got you.
I won't be able to get out of bed the next day.
You folded up like a pretzel. I know what you mean.
That's why I pay my chiropractor. I'm Marty Chudesky. That's Ken Brown. We're your hosts of Local Sports Wrap Up. Hey, check us out on YouTube. Get a hold of us at localsportswrapup@gmail and tell us something about your kids, and we'll get it on this show. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next week.